Okay, so trading Forex full time. What does that look like? What does my life look like? How do you actually trade Forex full time? All right. Now, the biggest thing that most people are shocked of when I tell them about my daily routine is that they think that you trade every single hour, or think that you're always on your charts. You're always waiting for something to happen. Honestly, I trade maybe an hour or maybe an hour to 2 hours most a day or a night. Okay, so I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I trade a London session, which for me starts at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. at night in the afternoon. So I jump on around, honestly, I jump on like sometimes 5-10 minutes before 6 o'clock. Because my biggest thing is that on Sunday night, I do all my analysis. So Sunday night, I jump on my 4-hour time frame. I do all my analysis. And then what I do is today's Saturday, so I haven't done my analysis yet, but I've just had my week, all right? So what I do is I say, AED looks like this sort of setup. Let's delete these lines. So, I do my analysis and I say, okay, AED currently is coming to a area value. So this is my area value here. All right. If price came and did a double touch, I can possibly look for a good sell opportunity, for example, right? So, I have a sell there. I might have, a buy here, a sell here, whatever. And I do green for buy and red for sell, all right? Like that. And I circle all my area value, right? That's my Sunday night analysis. I go through all my charts. I go through all my pairs and I look at that properly all on 4-hour time frame. During the week, when it comes to London session, this is what I do. So I'm telling you guys what I do and how I trade Forex full time. Everyone might do differently, but I have a feeling it's still, the same idea. Anyway, so I got all my pairs. I know what I'm looking for the week. I know what the fundamentals are. Whether the $8 is bearish or the US dollar is bullish. It just depends. All right. So I follow that trend, right? So let's say I'm selling, I'm buying, I'm selling, I'm buying. So I have all these charts come on. 5 minutes before 6 o'clock or 10 minutes, I'm going to go on a 4-hour time frame. I'm going to go through all of these different pairs. Okay, and I'm going to say, okay, it's priced at an area value yet. It's priced at an area value yet. It's priced at an area value. So, okay, sweet. Priced at an area value. And part of my trading plan is that I need a 4-hour candle closure that is in my direction. So this 4-hour candle close of, this massive rejection of the shooting star, rejection of buyers pushing price up from sellers starting to enter. This is an opportunity for me to take a sell or for me to, plan my trade. So what do I do? So I'm going to delete all this right now. Okay. So what do I do? So I say, okay, 50-minute time frame. What is my entry going to look like? So, for those who know the entry that I've spoke about, it's going to look kind of like this. It's going to look, price. I'm going to make a support resistance at that level. And in order for me to take a trade, okay, let's just say the top one's up here. In order for me to take a trade, I need to catch a break and retest. So my new area of value is going to be here in terms of my entry. My entry is going to be up. So my area value is already done. I already know that I'm looking for a sell in this position, right? But my actual trade is going to happen at a break and retest. So what do? I set an alert. I say, okay, price gives me this break of structure to knock me out. And I set my alert. Now, for me to set my alert and go through all my actual currency pairs, it takes like maybe 20-30 minutes. I do like to see what happens at the London Open because really, sometimes shows you that the overall trend bias of the night. And I like to look at all the pairs so that I know, what JPUSD is doing because, that's really going to drive the London pairs, what ADUSD doing, the major ones. And, sometimes what gold is doing just to know what the market is looking like for that session because I trade that session, right? And then I set my alerts. Other than that, I don't really do much. Like I might cook dinner that night, I might watch a movie, just enjoy the night. And if my alert gets hit, drop my laptop, drop my computer, and I say, okay, now I just need to catch a retest, and I'm going to just apply my trade. Like simple stuff, I don't do anything difficult, right? And the alerts for me are a big thing. So I might have like, 4 or 5 alerts. They don't always get hit. They sometimes do get hit. But even if they get hit, I still have to wait for the retest, which could be, half an hour, 30 minutes. And my retest, my entry is on 50-minute time frames. So I got a timer on my phone. And I just set my time on every 15 minutes. So that every 15 minutes or, whatever, half an hour, whatever I feel like, I can have a look at the candle closure. Because all I'm looking for is price to come back and give me that retest. That's it. Then I take the trade. So I'm really looking for that, small movement and everything else is already automated. And then that's it. I just look for my entry. I say, sweet. And that's it. This is gold. So gold means I was in a trade. So this is the last trade I took, which would have been Friday night. Juicy, not bad. So gold means I'm in a trade. Purple means I was hit break even, so I might be looking for another entry. And blue is usually nothing actually. I just usually use those 3 colors, 4 colors. But that's about it. Like my life, I don't really trade a lot. So Sunday night is where I do all my area of analysis. I look at news for the week, I look at fundamentals. I post on my Discord stuff. I speak to most of my students there. I do some week calls. I actually do one-on-one sessions at night. So usually from 9 to 10 or 8 to 9 p.m. I do some during the day, but you have to private message me because I work at a time. But I only trade, maybe an hour or two a night. The less I trade, the better. And I always set alerts on my phone, so I don't really need to look at my phone. Once take profit one's hit, I set the break even. So I need to wait for my take profit one alert to be hit before I set the break even. So I use my alerts to conduct my trade for me, all right? And that's about it. So 4-hour time frame for me is finding the area of value. And then once the price comes to the area of value and gives me that rejection candle, then I'll jump on a 50-minute time frame, plot my support and resistance, do an alert past that level, wait for that break, jump on my chart when the alert gets hit, and just catch a retest, and that's it. Just apply my trading plan. Simple. I don't trade a lot. Some nights I might not trade all. If I've got 2 or 3 trades still running, that my take profit 2 sometimes is a bit further, so I have to wait sometimes a bit for that. So if I've already got 2 trades running and I'm in profits, I might not trade again. It just depends how I feel. But I do become very picky, try to get the best trades. But that's about it. So, trading Forex, once you understand it, once you go through all the bullshit of struggling, all the bullshit of losing money, all the dramas with emotion, all the dramas with psychology, it becomes a really simple process that it doesn't really take up much of your life. And this is why people are interested in it. This is why I love doing it, because, the Forex is giving me freedom that I want, in my life. And I've really started seeing it very early on. When I quit my job, I changed my work hours around. I try to put all my effort into this. But it's something special once you learn to master it. But, I hope that was what you guys may have expected or may have not expected. I'm not on my charts a lot. Most of the stuff I do is for my investing business. I don't even trading itself. It's just, an hour or 2 a night. Everything else takes me longer. I'm making videos, talking to people, doing posts. It takes a lot longer. But trading itself is very simple. So what is life like at a Forex trader? What does full-time Forex look like? Obviously this, yeah. And obviously I trade with a funded account, which is, for me, I probably wouldn't be able to do it if I wouldn't be able to do full-time if I didn't have that, but that allows me to have the capital. So I hope that was easy to understand. That's how I organize my watches, how I organize my colors, and that's how I go through, an actual night of trading.